Hi, if you're here, you've probably experienced the discomfort of painful periods at some point in your life, or you're literally having period pains right now. My name is Sandy. I'm a qualified clinical herbalist, and I've helped lots of women, including myself, to reduce the amount of pain they feel on their periods and deal with other reproductive health conditions. I literally started studying herbalism because I wanted to stop popping 4-6 paracetamol and ibuprofen every day while I was on my period. I've had heavy periods and painful periods since I was about 16 years old, and then I was prescribed tranexamic acid and mefenamic acid to reduce the heaviness of the bleeding and to deal with the pain. And then I looked up those medications and saw that they had crazy potential side effects, and I just thought, no. I went on the internet and I found a bunch of herbs that I could use that would help to reduce inflammation and help to ease my period cramps. I'm now a qualified herbalist, and I help women who have painful periods, heavy periods, other reproductive health conditions like PCOS, endometriosis, and fibroids. And today I just wanted to share with you a few herbs that you could start taking to help you with your painful periods. So, painful periods, or dysmenorrhea as it's known in the medical world, these can occur for a number of reasons. You could have an underlying condition like fibroids or endometriosis, which comes with a lot of extreme pain, or it can just happen because you're overproducing prostaglandins, which are a chemical in the body that cause inflammation and can cause the uterus to contract so that it can squeeze out all the uterine wall that has built up over the previous month. There is good news, however. You don't have to rely on painkillers to get through your period pain. There are natural, time-tested remedies that women have been using for thousands of years to help them ease their pain and help them to live a more normal life during their periods. I'm going to share 5 of those with you today, and I'm going to tell you all about how they work and how you can integrate them into your life. So I'm going to start with a herb that most of us have probably seen in our kitchens. Ginger. May seem boring, but it is actually more than a cold remedy. It's a really powerful anti-inflammatory herb, and it works by reducing the amount of prostaglandins that you produce. And prostaglandins are those chemicals that I was talking about earlier that cause your uterus to contract. So by reducing the amount of prostaglandins, ginger can help to reduce period pain, reduce bloating, and heavy bleeding. You can make a really simple ginger tea by slicing ginger root very thinly and boiling it in water with the lid on for about 10 minutes. Let this mixture cool a little bit, and you can add honey and lemon to taste, and you can sip it throughout the day during your period. The next herb I want to talk about is something that we don't typically use in cooking, but is a herb that has been used for a very long time and is known as a woman's herb. So raspberry leaf, and specifically a tea of raspberry leaf, is a very good uterine tonic. Raspberry leaf is rich in compounds like fragrine, which help to tone and relax the uterus muscles. This can help during childbirth, so women sometimes take this in the 3rd trimester of pregnancy to have a little bit of an easier time giving birth. But you can also take it when you're on your period because it can reduce spasms and cramping, because you are having small contractions when you are on your period, which is what causes the pain. Raspberry leaf is also packed with nutrients like iron and magnesium, which are really helpful for replacing the nutrients that you lose in your uterine lining. Raspberry leaf is really nice and easy to drink as a tea, so you can steep 1 to 2 teaspoons of it in like a normal cup of water. Make it like you would any tea. Boil some water, pour the boiled water over it, let it brew there for about 10 minutes, and then just drink as you please. Our next herb is turmeric, which you may have seen in your kitchen as well. This is an absolute powerhouse for inflammation and really helps with menstrual pain. It contains a substance called curcumin, which is a really great anti-inflammatory and can reduce the sort of radiating pain that you might get during your period. So I'm talking about not just pain in sort of the lower abdominal area, but any pain that radiates to your back, up your back, pain in your breasts, pain in your thighs, that sort of thing. I'll include a recipe in the bio for a traditional Ayurvedic drink that is used during the menstrual cycle and incorporates turmeric to help reduce pain and inflammation. Pro tip, if you're using turmeric, it's best to make sure that you combine it with fat and black pepper to maximize absorption, which is why when it's used in food, it's usually cooked with fat and black pepper combined. Another really great herb is chaste tree or vitex. This is one that works in a slightly different manner to the others, so it's not directly anti-inflammatory and it doesn't directly work on the reproductive organs or where the pain is itself. This is a herb that works on your pituitary gland and thereby helps to regulate your balance between progesterone and estrogen. This is a herb that I wouldn't recommend that you take at home by yourself, but more under the supervision of a qualified herbalist like me, link in bio. I would advise that this is taken as a tincture, and its hormone balancing effects do take a while, so I would expect that it would take at least 6 months for it to make long-term changes in your menstrual cycle, but when it works, it really works. This is one of the things that I love about herbalism, that we work with the whole system, the whole person, the whole body, and Vitex is one of those herbs that exemplifies this approach, that it's not going to be a quick fix. I know you came to this video looking for something to take away pain, but this is something that will reduce period pain and also other things like PMS symptoms like mood swings, painful breasts, PMDD symptoms over the long term and rectify them for the long term. Another herb that I love is cramp bark. It really lives up to its name. This herb is a natural muscle relaxant and antispasmodic, so it will help those uterine muscles to cramp with less strength and to cause you less pain. It also supports blood flow, so it will make your period and your period pains feel a lot less overwhelming and will help with pain that radiates out from uterine cramps as well. This one is great to take as a tincture, and I would advise just having a few drops under the tongue and see how that goes, and you can continue taking a little bit more, but again, this is one that should be taken under the guidance of a professional and qualified herbalist. So there's my 5 herbs, that's all you're getting for today, but I do want to stress the importance of working holistically. Not everybody is the same, not everybody's body is the same, not everybody reacts the same to the same medicines, and definitely not to the same herbs. So I would definitely recommend that you see somebody who is going to take their time to find out all about you, your health history, and your current health issues, so that they can prescribe a herbal medicine that will suit you the best. That's something that I definitely offer, and if you're interested in working with me to deal with your period pain or any other women's reproductive health issues, I'll leave a link to book a free discovery call with me below. The discovery call will be just 15 minutes of you telling me about your health problems and me talking about whether I can offer assistance with those and us seeing if we would be a good fit to work together. I'd love to create a plan suited to your unique needs, and I think that periods shouldn't stop you from being able to function in your life. We all deserve to feel our best. Thank you for watching. Don't forget to like and subscribe, and please share this video with someone who you think could benefit from it. Bye.